Hi everyone, welcome there. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Jan Kodet, and as was mentioned, I'm working as a solution architect, and especially I'm focusing for Power Platform at all, and the products like the Dynamics 365 for sales, field service, and customer service. And we have a session with Martin regarding the business, mastering business scenarios and debugging. Let's jump to my part of the session, which is mastering business scenarios. What I prepared, let's say, the short business story regarding one of the client. The client is a typical FMCG company, and the company is split to two part of the users. The first group of the user are the field users. It means that they are using the mobile application in iPad or iPhone. And they are using the Resco as their first entry application. And the second group of the user, they are using the Dynamics 365 as their, let's say, the front system. And the back office users are providing the customer support, reporting, and so on and so on. Yeah. What I prepared for my session are 3 use cases where I'm trying to demonstrate which technologies you can use for the special use case. The first use case is execution of in-store promotion checks, and let's deep dive to the business story. The story is about the regular visits that the field users are in the regular basis providing. It means that they are visit the store, they check if the POS material are there, if the campaigns and the prices and so on are fine. And they need to create the record in the system, and this is the first place where we are implementing the first technology. The technology what I choose for this one is the JavaScript, and the reason why is that we need to have, or the user needs to have, the real-time feedback from the system. It means that the user needs to click on button, and they need to have the real-time reaction from the system. The typical use case for this case is, for example, the validation of data entry, the filtering, for example, the lookup fields, and so on and so on. It means that you can filter. You can use the JavaScript for, let's say, the interaction with the user. Yeah, there are another 2 technologies which we have there. It's a plugin and Power Automate. And for example, for this use case, they are not valid because you need to focus that to the users that they can be offline. And yeah, and both of these technologies are server side, and yeah, it's not possible way. Second use case is about special discounts and approvals. Again, a short description. What is story about? The story is that the sales reps very often negotiate the special discounts for the damaged or expired products, and again, they need to create, for example, the quotes for the customer. They need to fill the information. What is the product? What is the discount? Or what is the reason that the customer needs to have a special discount? And there, I decided to choose 2 of the technologies, or combine 2 technologies. One of them is the JavaScript, and the second one is the plugin. And again, the reason why, for example, to use the JavaScript, the filter available products in, especially in offline mode, and so on. And the plugin we will use for the calculation, for example, the margin on the background, if it's valid or not, or after data are stored in database, I mean on the server side, we will trigger, for example, the approval process. The third use case is about automation of store audit process, and there is again the store short description. What is the story? The story is that in regular basis, the user needs to have records in the system, like the appointments and questionnaire, which are valid for the appointment. And this is the place where we are using where we are using Power Automate on the background. It means that we have a scheduled flow in the system, and for example, every day we are generating or generating the appointments and the questionnaire which are valid for the special for the appointment. Yeah, and this is the, let's say, the logic which we are using, and JavaScript is there because if you have the questionnaire, it was mentioned during today, you can use some smart data validation and so on and so on. It means that you can combine these two products, and after that, during every night, we are collecting the data and sending to the managers like the short summary what was happened during last day. Yeah. Right now I have 3 tips and tricks from my side. The first is what about offline? I think 1 month ago I had this discussion with one of the clients, and again this is the FMCG company. And the client told me that the offline is not valid because they are a FMCG company and they are fully online. And I said, okay, yeah, it's your turn. But there I prepared, let's say, the table where I'm trying to compare what is the expectation and what is the reality. I know that we have the year 2025, but definitely the offline is still there. The mobile signal is not everywhere. For example, what was a surprise for me that there in Valencia, I have the 5G, but the speed is not so good. And yeah, it means that the offline is not about bad signal, offline is about business reality, definitely. The second tip and tricks is that I think that you can focus, or you need to focus to the sync conflicts, because the sync conflicts are, I think, let's say, the every day during the big implementation. And again, there is a statement from one of the client, sync conflicts that won't happen to us. I said, okay, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, after that, it was the go live, and ta-da, lots of sync conflicts. Yeah. And the last tip and trick what I have is about what to keep in mind during let's say, creating the system design and the architecture. Right now, I will focus to the let's say, the stages which we have for the plugins, for example. For the plugins, we have 3 main stages. The first is the pre-validation, and let's say the big advantage for this stage is that everything what is triggered is before the security check, and also you can use for let's say basic data validation. It's a first plus for this let's say the type of the stage. Second stage is the pre-operation. And you can use for example, any calculation and so on and so on. What is important there, that the data are not stored yet, and during let's say the stage is finished, after that the data are stored to the database. And of course, we have the first stage, which is the post operation. And I think this is the weak point for example, for the combination the Resco and the plugin, because the main difference between the pre and post operation is that during the post operation data are stored in the system, and after that the plugin is triggered. It means that you are receiving another update to the database. And let's say the weak points in this case is that if you have the server-side logic in the setting of the Resco, you have the option that server-side wants. Yeah, this is for example, let's say the crucial point. Yeah, it's all from my side, and right now, big thank you. And right now, I would like to invite Martin for his part of the presentation.
As you could see in Jan's presentation, while building a big business solution, it's almost impossible to avoid writing JavaScript. But did you know that writing JavaScript code in Resco is quite easy? Basically, you will learn some basic syntax of JavaScript. You will look for some samples on our website. You can look for function definitions. You will paste something together. You execute it, and in ideal world, it works. Congratulations, job is done. But in more real world, you get something like this. This is actually quite nice because you get a message what's wrong and where you should look for, what to fix. But you can get something like this or something like this. I mean, what does it mean? What's wrong? I don't know. You can get something like this. This is a common one. Or the worst case, you write a code, execute it, and nothing happens. Just like that, you get no message, no errors. What do you have to do then? Debug. Debugging can cause a lot of stress, can take a lot of time, and can be tricky to get to work. Trust me, I know the struggle, and I know you know the struggle. All of these errors, I didn't make them. It's just errors from the tickets you submitted to our ticketing system. And my solution for you is WebView2 debugging. WebView2 is embedded in a browser, which is basically, it runs small Edge browser inside your iframe. It's available in a Microsoft Store version of our application, and it has replaced the legacy Edge WebView, and it's more modern, more safe, and it also supports more modern JS approaches. So let's get to some practical showcase. On the left side, we directly see all the available WebView2 iframes. And on the right side, there is an application. So let's see. I will open the form. The problem is the on phase is gone, and we have to attach the breakpoint. So in the past, it could be a little bit problematic because once you close the form, this debugging session will be gone. So you are at the beginning. So what should we do now? In a while, I will place the breakpoint on this affected line of code. And what can we do now is to just press this magical refresh button, and the whole iframe will start from the beginning. So now we can catch the breakpoint in the onload phase, as the whole script will run from the start. Now, while we already have our breakpoint stopping at the line, we can move to identifying what's wrong in the script. This is a pretty straightforward function. The only argument that can go wrong is the name of the tab. So let's see what is the actual name of the tab. Let's open the detail view, the second script, and its name is address. But address is with capital A, so we have to change it. Now, what would we do? Would we change it in offline HTML in Woodford, publish, synchronize, or change it in a local app data, reload the form? Or now you can just access the debugger settings, add your app data folder into this workspaces folder, and what can you do now is a direct code editing directly when you are debugging. It can save a lot of time, and you can see I changed the code, I resumed the debugger, saved the code, and now I will refresh it again. Resume the debugger, and the tab is gone. The script is working now. And just to make sure it works all the time, I will change the code again to enable the script, enable the tab visibility, reload the iframe, resume, and the tab is back again. It's quite useful. I work with it every day. I don't think that day goes on without me using this debugging method, and it's really effective and really good and reliable. So let's see how to make it work. All you have to do is to access system settings, settings for developers, enable the developer mode, enable device portal, which can take some time. It can be even a few hours, so you have to wait a bit. Then you have to, or you can enable authentication, which will allow you to create your credentials if you want to access this debugging method, and you will copy your localhost address. Then just simply access Edge, go to Edge Inspect site, write down your localhost, username, and password. And just like that, voila, there are all of the opened iframes running in WebView 2 in your system. And here is our script. The good thing about this is that you don't need any additional software. Everything is directly inside your Microsoft computer in your Windows, and basically should run smoothly. There are some minor steps you have to do along the way, but you can do that. You can find it in our Resco wiki. That's about it about WebView 2, and I have one bonus, which is an in-app JS console for your quick tests. It's basically, as I said, JS console where you can dynamically write your code and execute it during the runtime of your application, and it can be helpful to run some tests, run functions manually, or you can simply try your new fetches if it works. You can also find out how to enable it and how to use it on our Resco wiki. So at the beginning of the presentation, I asked you if you knew that writing JS code in Resco is quite easy, but now you know that the debugging JS in Resco can be easy too. Thank you.